A presentation of the Tokyo Gaijin channel.
It's back. Big is back, because bigger is better. An American tradition.
That's right, it's back. Welcome to the Chaotic Town Hall.
It's a fake!
And after 2 seasons and change, you would think that I'd probably get my timings right. Probably not. Oh well. Welcome everybody to the Chaotic Town Hall special. As we are out of our usual time slot. Well, this is the second episode of the 3rd season, so there's really not a usual time slot anyway now. But this is where you usually be playing Jeopardy on John DeMarco's channel. Hashtag subscribe to John DeMarco. But due to personal obligations, tomorrow I am airing in his time slot because he has personal obligations to take care of today and cannot host the game. Welcome to the Chaotic Town Hall. I am the Tokyo Gaijin. Thank you very much for joining us. And today we're going to have a very special episode for you. We're going to be doing Tokyo Gaijin Versus this time around. A very special Tokyo Gaijin Versus, and we're going to be looking at Starship Farragut's Once of a Nail. And all that information about this show, about what we're about to watch, is in the description. Very long and drawn out thing there. It's got all the information you need on this. I'll leave the thing up to you to decide whether or not you think it's a wonderful fan film or not. Came out 15 years ago, and we are going to be joined right now by a panel I've got waiting in the wings, and I'm going to bring them up right now. But before that, I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work out. If you guys want to jump on board anytime, click on the link at the top of the chat here on YouTube. We are simulcasting on Rumble, and if you'd like to support the channel, please head over to Rumble. And if you like what you see and you want to financially support the channel, it'll be very much appreciated. You can do super chats and tips on Rumble. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to bring up our panel, and I think one dipped out on us. First and foremost, I'm going to bring up the one that's, okay, I was about to say I was going to bring up the one that's not muted, but let me bring up my usual squad. And I'm glad that they've been able to come and join us for Tokyo Gaijin Versus. First is Omnicast.net.
Konnichiwa. How are you, sir?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Good. Good. I like your intro. The 6000 SUX. Where can I get one of those? Where can I buy one of those?
I think they've been out of...
Imagine driving around Tokyo in one of those things, around Japan.
8.5 8.5 miles to the gallon. Yeah.
And I'll throw in a Blaupunkt.
I'll buy that for $1.
How are you, man?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
Good.
Let's bring up Brad Wolf, 359, Wolf 359, the massacre.
Hello there. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Brad Wolf. How is it going?
Oh, it's going all right, I guess. Plans changed, so it's actually able to attend this, I guess I would say.
Woohoo!
So
Glad
I'm
to
happy.
hear. And coming up, I'm going to bring up Brother Jay. Welcome, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Hello.
How are you?
All right, you.
Outstanding.
All right, folks, we're not going to have much of talk on this. I mean, we'll stop and play. Just a couple of things. Like I said down in the description, this episode came out in parts 15 years ago. And instead of doing each individual part, we're going to play it off of another channel that actually assembled it 7 years ago and put it up. So all of the credits and all of the shout outs go to the original Starship Farragut team and the channel that's hosting this particular stream. Down in the description, give them all a subscribe and a shout out. Whether or not we like the film that we're about to see is irrelevant. They worked very hard on this 16 years ago, and the love shows. Now, there's a lot of politics back and forth between, and that's happened since then. And you can see, and you're going to be able to recognize some of the set pieces in this from another fan film that we originally started with when we started this whole thing. And you'll see very, very soon. All right, so I'm going to add our thing to the stage. Stats for Nerds. Again, there's like 7 or 8 different files. Yeah, 7 or 8 different files that you'd actually have to read, and each stat is different. There's no one uniform stat from the originators on the performance of this video, so that is because that's the price that you pay for releasing it in parts. But without further ado, gentlemen, are we ready to screen episode 2 of Starship Farragut for want of a nail?
Yes.
I'm up for it.
Yes,
All right. And next question is, have you seen this?
it's one of my favorites.
Yep. No, I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
All
I
right.
love Starship Farragut. They're raising funds to get a new thing started.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Farragut Forward.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
all
going to be based on the movies, the
Wrath of Khan era.
POS movies, Wrath of Khan stuff. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
without further ado, let's get into this affair. And
Oh, my.
again, folks, folks, we're going to be starting and stopping along the way and talking. And so this 1 hour and 4 minute episode is actually going to play out here in real time, circa 2.5 hours. So get a snack, get some drinks, get drunk. Let's go.
Captain's log, stardate 4847.3. The Farragut has been ordered to the Akasa system on a mission that exemplifies the best nature of our Federation. The only inhabited world is an icy moon orbiting the gas giant Solon. The Soloni, an ancient race of scholars and historians, have kept themselves at a distance from galactic politics and alliances for centuries. Now, for the first time, they have invited the Federation.
Okay, so I want to take a look at this bridge set real quick. This is before they started to share and split off with Star Trek Continues. They were still using the Star Trek New Voyages sets here.
Okay.
Okay.
This is before the split.
This is in Georgia, right?
No, this would be New York. If you look at
that's right. I'm sorry, New
screens
York.
in
The other
back,
one's
you'll
in
also
Georgia.
be able to tell.
Right.
You'll be able to tell because the screens are animated, whereas the screens in Star Trek Continues were true to form and are not. And by the way, if that reading of the captain's log annoyed you, get ready.
To meet with them. This is my first diplomatic mission as commander of the Farragut, and reports indicate the Sol and I are friendly. Let's hope the reports are correct.
Full stop, Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Oh, card
Mr.
maneuver.
Akiva, contact the Sol and I and let them know that we've arrived.
Aye, sir.
Any update on those strange energy readings?
Yes, sir. They've increased in intensity, but I still can't identify the source.
Could it be some sort of background radiation?
I don't think so. It's too strong. It doesn't appear to be affecting any of our systems.
He looks like he's reading the script in the Spock division.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Is that the same actor that played the Doctor in the other series?
No.
I can't see his face.
No,
Okay.
totally different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like him.
It might also be because you can't see his face. I suspect this
Can't
is
see his
probably
face.
a voiceover in post.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But like I said, the reading is intense with this one.
Keep an eye on it.
Exposition.
Any luck?
No, sir. No response to our hails on any standard frequency.
That's odd. They asked us here. Why don't they want to talk to us?
Okay. I see where this is going. All right.
Mr. Prescott,
Yes, sir.
what's the manual say about initiating contact with an advanced species on their home world?
Regulation 46B, Section 1. Federation vessels should remain within reasonable communications.
Okay. Technical note. Look behind the captain. Look at this screen. Notice the black level on the screen.
Yeah.
Now look over here.
The
At
LCD
these
monitor.
screens.
Yeah.
Notice the black level. This over here. Yep. This is a real monitor with a real animation. These are blinking and flashing and beeping and flashing. I can't take it anymore. Airplane 2. No.
It's kind of a dead giveaway. It's interesting though.
Range and await contact for at least one solar day. I recommend alert status.
One solar day.
Yes, sir.
All right then. Condition yellow. Helm. Maintain relative position. I'll be in my quarters.
Wow.
You have the
Let me know if
Making
they
another
respond to our
captain's
hails. RT, you have the bridge.
Welcome to our world, John Thomas Carter and the crew of the USS Farragut.
Cue non-corporeal
We are
life
the
form.
Metrons.
Dun dun dun. you need the classic TAS music cue here. Dun dun dun.
It is time to begin our great work together.
You expect to see a green hand.
Wow.
Neo Effect, and they were working with
Neo Geo.
What is this? Is it really now based on Star Trek created by Disney?
John Broughton. It's Captain Jack Carter.
I think he's actually an actor.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah, I've seen his newer stuff. He hasn't changed. He's still reading.
I could be mistaken, but I think he's an actor.
He was a radio actor. I could understand that, but definitely not a character actor.
Well, Vic was a voice actor too, wasn't he? Mostly.
Oh, Vic, yeah, Vic was, but Vic is also possibly yeah. That advantage there. Give me credit, folks. This is sweet credit for the show.
The Council of Elders thanks you for responding to our summons. Please feel free to relax your defenses. We will not harm you.
Akiva, where's that coming from?
It's on all channels, Captain.
No,
But I didn't put it on speakers. I don't know how you're receiving it. I'm getting a visual signal as well on screen.
Do not be alarmed, Captain Carter. The technology that allows us to communicate with you is part of the reason we have asked you here.
You can hear me as well?
Perfectly, Captain. And you will not need to rely on your universal translator. We are fluent in your standard language. I am Alandar, leader of the Council of Elders. Welcome to Solon Prime.
Artistically speaking, I loathe this choice. I loathe the TOS view screen, wavy, watery, ding, 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 ding. And then this addition of fire around the image to invoke that is some sort of mental technology that these guys have. No, I dislike that very much.
Yeah, I get that.
He's so pasty. Look at this guy.
Even 15 years ago, this ticked me off. Oh, get ready, folks. We haven't seen nothing yet. This is a bad episode.
Wow.
No, it's not.
It's carried on one of their scanning waves. They're sending sonic vibrations through the hull of the ship.
Commander Tackett is correct. But if it would put you at ease, we can continue this conversation on your standard communications channel.
It's loud.
I hate to be on the shitter listening to this. We can continue on the standard communication channel. Yes, Captain, turn this shit off.
Thank God.
That makes me think of something I was going to say earlier. Captain's log. Send the janitor to the captain's cabin. We need to unplug the toilet again. Captain's log.
Captain's log. Captain's log. Up there it is.
Think about couple on their off time, like at the bar, like, do you want to take this to the room? And then some random voice like, yes, Captain, we are here. We're happy to talk to you. Like,
sending some vibrations throughout the hall. Crewman Janice is going to have a really big problem right now.
But it isn't causing any damage, Captain.
No, that won't be necessary.
No damage that he could detect. What about the damage to people? Doctor? No, not funny. Okay.
Perhaps we can learn more about your technology this way. You seem to know a great deal about us.
We have been expecting you, although you arrived a bit ahead of schedule.
Variations, as predicted.
The acting is horrid. Even for amateurs, it's pretty bad. And then little Igor over here. Yes, that's to be expected.
Honestly, I see more Uncle Fester in this guy. But
well, go ahead.
I was going to say like a dollar store knockoff Fester, but okay, go ahead.
I've seen worse acting.
Me too, but
We've seen worse acting in actual Star Trek, if you could call it Star Trek.
Yeah.
fair points.
But this is pretty bad, even by amateurs.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I was not bored the entire time I watched this.
I haven't watched this in a few years. And when I did watch this to want to get reacclimated with this episode for this broadcast, I make it through the teaser. I couldn't make it through the teaser at all.
Oh, I could.
Right off. This is the most I've seen in 10 years.
The first episode, oh, no. Second one's better.
Oh, yeah. Leaps and bounds better. But this, to me personally, considering the quality that we have with Star Trek Continues, Star Trek Horizon was fantastic. I had very little bad to say about it. Star Trek Phoenix, Pacific 201 was better than this. I'm not giving the acting in that a pass, but Pacific 201 was good for what it was.
If you ask me to which one I would choose, Discovery or this, I'd take this any day.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean that's
no arguments there.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're poking fun at it, but we all know that's better than Discovery.
Yeah, I mean, for as much of a big of a dump as we're going to take on this, much better than Discovery, much more watchable, much more enjoyable.
Oh, we lost Jay, but we're doing this in fun. You know,
Yeah.
we love it. We're just nitpicking a bit. We're having a little fun. We're making a broadcast. Just a comment though, Star Trek Continues really raised the bar when it comes to fan films. I mean, it was so much closer to broadcast show and so much farther away than this kind of stuff that it just raised the quality level so high. It's hard to keep up with that.
I wish you were with me for the Horizon versus video. Jay's back.
Okay, good.
Oh no, he drops in and out because of his.
No, I know.
He's on the cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah. But at least he's not like Mike. He's not lagging like 20 minutes behind us.
I'm sorry.
I'm here.
I'm having trouble with my Wi-Fi, so I'm having to rely on my.
No problem.
Yeah, no
worries. No worries. You know, don't be surprised though if we do get a pass from like 6 games ago. He's not even watching the stream.
He may be.
No, on the channel. Only on the right channel. We're just gonna get a random pass.
He's in.
Because it's got to catch up.
Just a comment too. The costume designer on this; those uniforms look really baggy. I'm watching this like the Star Trek used to keep them very tight fitting. These things are kind of loose. So I guess that's a choice they made, or
the costume choices in this are atrocious.
Okay, it could have been a choice. Maybe they wanted a looser fit. You know, it was 15 years ago. Maybe that was the look. I don't know. But
particularly Beavis and Butthead on the view screen right now. Terrible. They look like Catholic priests.
I was gonna say it looks like that, or a graduation robe or something, right? Like a cap and gown, or yeah.
Look at the look on little Igor's face over here.
Yes, this is not good. It's just terrible.
We gotta get through this.
Let's go.
On behalf of the United Federation of Planets, I thank you for this invitation. We look forward to establishing a dialogue with you and your people.
Oh, it's terrible acting. He gets up like with authority, does a card maneuver. On behalf of the United Federation of Planets, like anybody would take him seriously after that. If I were a Klingon, I'd be like, "Send you to Stove. I'll send you to the Grethor."
Grethor.
Or looking at that, be like, "I'm gonna slit your throat with my darta."
Yeah, baby. Be good to your crew.
And eat your heart. Your heart. Shut up.
How would you like us to begin our talks?
Communication and learning are both better served on a personal level.
How would you like to begin our talks? Well, flap your gums, expel sound from your voice box, and that's how we can talk.
Show up with a case of beer and we'll get it going. Just don't get that cheap crap.
Romulan ale. Yep, Romulan ale. Why bones? You know this is illegal.
Keystone Light.
Yeah. Vulcan spice wine. It's hot.
Please join us here in our council chambers and allow us to offer our hospitality. I believe you have the means to transport to our location?
We do. If you can provide us with your coordinates, I can have my team beam down immediately.
He's reading.
Are there communications linked to those readings, Commander? I'm trying to figure that out now. You getting suspicious?
All right, I'm accusing this part of the Spockoscope here of covering up lines in the script. And John Broughton's acting is just atrocious in this. He was reading. He had to go back to the next line.
Cue cards.
Let's go back to it. Yeah. Let me go back to this. Watch what I'm pointing out here.
We do. If you can provide us with your coordinates, I can have my team beam down immediately.
I can. He's going from right to left and then back to right. I can have my team beam down immediately.
It's dropping a few frames, but we can see it though. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a reshoot. You can tell. It's probably a green screen reshoot too, because the lighting on this is terrible. I couldn't get a good take with him. Oh wait, no, he directed.
Are there communications linked to those readings, Commander? I'm trying to figure that out now. You getting suspicious?
I'm always suspicious.
When you go down there, take this tricorder. I'll link it to my computer. My pleasure.
I have the coordinates, Captain.
I look forward to an exchange of ideas between our two cultures. Safe journey, Captain.
All right then. Helm, standard orbit. Mr. Akiva, have Dr. Holly meet us in the transporter room. Mr. Prescott, you're with me.
I recommend we bring small security teams.
Proud of that.
It's standard procedure.
Since the Solonite invited us here, and they've shown no signs of being hostile, I don't want to offend them. But it would add some formality to the occasion. Have two of your men join us in the landing party. Hand phasers only.
Nice.
RT, you have the con.
Begs the question, what tape did he put into the captain's chair?
Well, he laid it on top of it. Did he stick it in there, or did he just kind of lay it on the?
No, he sticked it in there. It's kind of like he took out the captain's tape so he can put his own tape for his log entries and stuff.
It's his songs he wants to listen to or something, right? Just
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
We all know he took out the Captain Carpenter tape and put in Metallica.
Right. What's that movie? Remember Iron Eagle? Remember that movie Iron Eagle? He puts the tape in, right? Listen to this, Chappie. All right, that's it.
Put the Eagles in there.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Communications. Master! Oh. RT's in command again. That's Metallica.
Now, the chief engineer, RT, and the captain were in the academy together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have
You
their
either
own
think or sink.
triad on this.
Mm-hmm.
Or you give Kirk blonde.
I almost married her.
Well, I guess this is where history is made. Your first landing party as a crew member. That's right. Don't worry. It'll be a piece of cake.
Terrible too. Sounds
A piece of cake.
I have
This
one word for
reminds
it.
me of
Wooden.
those bad corporate training videos that you had to watch whenever you got a new part-time job.
Yes.
I think the woman that's playing the chief engineer, the one in red, and RT are married in real life.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, that's good for them.
But this is what I
don't
would
know how
call
that-
wooden acting. That's a critical term, right? The acting is wooden, just very stiff and
Well, they're not professional. They're amateurs.
volunteering, right? Yeah,
They're
I know.
just fans making a Star Trek
I know.
fan.
I know. I'm spoiled. We're spoiled.
Not me. I love the fan films more than I do the new stuff. Any of them.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much true of all of us, but
Gosh, I make one comment about being reminded about watching a video training me to flip a burger.
And
At least we know this is a diplomatic mission.
And then you had to ruin it.
Really?
Really?
Hayes and Michaels, sir. Two of my best, and they have level 3 security protocol clearance.
honestly,
I am a
looks like
nice
they're
man
going
with
down to
happy
winter-
feelings all the time.
now remember, this dude, he goes on to be a security officer on the Enterprise in Star Trek.
Phase 2.
Not Phase 2, the other one.
He was in Phase 2.
I know,
In fact,
but he was
in
on.
the-
He was in He was in the last episode of Star Trek. The one with the Vic Montana, whatever his name is.
Star Trek Continues.
Yeah, he was in Star Trek Continues. He went over there.
Okay.
And played the same character. He was killed in the last episode.
Actually, no, you're wrong. It's a different character.
Oh, it's a different character?
Completely different
Okay.
guy. And yes, they get vaporized. But it's not even the same actor.
Huh?
Nope. Completely different guy.
I'm sure they'll do fine, Commander. A little extra equipment there?
I thought it wouldn't hurt to
Oh,
get a few
my.
readings on the surface. Perhaps.
Captain, I have a question for you.
He's staring at his package.
What do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord? What do you get, Mr. Prescott?
Oh,
my
Lord.
ass.
Mysterious background radiation will look different from down there.
I'm sure it will. Oh my.
Having some extra
What are you
equipment.
bringing? It'll look different from down there, Captain. Get down.
Wow.
I bet he's thinking, you never question my fanny pack
There you go,
again,
Jack.
now will you?
You can never be too careful.
That's true. All right, gentlemen and doctor, let's go.
Now, these jackets look pretty cool. I'm going to give you
Good
a
luck,
thumbs up on
Captain.
this.
Not bad.
Yeah, they're supposed
Energized.
to be going to what, an ice moon? So it does look like they're going to a cold climate. Gotta give them credit for that.
They could have used the ones from the cage, but these are cool.
Getting the power surge.
Oh, the problem is the MacGuffin strike.
Something's happening. Bridge!
Move them back in her
Getting more power.
Buffers at 114%. Integrity's holding.
No.
Mike, what's going on?
Just a minute.
Look at his face.
You failed.
Sorry, I had to.
No, that was good.
Look at his face.
Target to Captain Carter. Confirm transport. Captain, come in, please.
I'm not reading him at the beam down coordinates.
Landing party. Do you read?
You pranking that thing? Yep. Mm-hmm.
Beta 6. Carter Farragut, come in. Transporter malfunction. Anyone hurt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Come in, Farragut.
That was a rough ride.
Sir, we should move to cover until we can assess the situation.
That was a
Agreed.
rough ride.
Was it a transporter malfunction?
Transporter logs showed everything fine as they entered the pattern buffer. All indicators registered 100% integrity. Then they vanished.
There's nothing wrong with my transporter. I ran a full diagnostic 2 days ago.
Then run it.
It's not my fault. It's your fault. I told you.
Sensors recorded a surge in background radiation right at that moment. We've started sweeping Solon Prime for him. Keep at it, Mike.
General Order 24. We don't get the captain back, we will bombard your cities.
All right. First order of
Condition
business. Where are we?
This isn't Solon Prime.
The air is breathable. Obviously. Actually, it's great. No
Upstate
traces
New
of
York.
industrial pollution other than a bit of carbon byproducts.
Life forms?
Yeah.
Lots. Mostly four-legged in our general vicinity. Some quite large.
What about an orbit?
No sign of the Farragut. Not even a communications satellite.
Could we be on another
all
planet in the system?
I am detecting a Klingon vessel. Where?
Yeah, he sure looked like that guy from Continue, but it's not. I just checked. Yeah.
He played Prescott.
But he's a good. I like him. He's one of my favorites in this series.
He
Prescott.
did play two. He played Prescott in 2 Phase 2 episodes, one of which we watched when we started this whole thing a month ago.
That must have been it.
Yeah. And stuff.
None were anywhere closer to
Stuff and
transporter
things.
range. Besides, the nearest one was a gas giant. No, the sun isn't even right. Too yellow. Did anyone notice something during transport?
There it is.
A red energy field?
Now that you mention it, yes. But if anything interfered with the transporter field, I feel remarkably well for someone with scrambled molecules.
I feel a little queasy. Almost as if I was seasick.
I've never been seasick. But my ears are ringing.
You don't know where it's been.
A little.
Everyone checks out okay, Captain.
All right, then. Let's find out where we are. Then we can get out of this cold.
Sir, I'd like to take Hayes and scout the perimeter. I recommend you stay close to the beam down point in case Farragut is looking for us.
I swear that's an oak.
Sir?
Yes, fine. Report back in 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
I don't want us to spread out too much. Set phasers to stun, and put your communicators on silent mode. If the Farragut is trying to locate us, I don't want a signal from the ship to alert anyone or anything to our presence.
Aye, sir.
Reading again.
You
Yeah.
were
Or
saying
is
something
this a
about
bad
an oak?
actor?
Yeah. Start scanning the vegetation. It looks very familiar.
I will probably agree with that, Jay, because he does not evolve as an actor throughout this series at all.
The only one that I can see that is actually reading from a cue card or something is that Grand Master whatever from Solon that was talking on the bridge.
Oh, he was. A lot of these people were reading from cue cards. A lot of them were reading from cue cards. It takes you out of it because it's so wooden.
Hashtag wooden.
Wooden. Hashtag the damn non-canon show. You knew it was coming.
Hail the soul in my council.
They're helling us, sir.
And now the bridge is dark.
Yeah, they lost the lighting rig. That's funny.
So RT takes command.
It's the Night Watch.
Turns the lights out.
Yeah, Night Watch.
Well, did you,
Tactical
Tokyo?
alert.
Did you not like the teaser of the new what did you call it?
Farragut forward.
Farragut forward. You didn't like the teaser?
Mediocre at best. Because he hasn't changed at all.
I kind of like this. This is my favorite of the fan films, with the exception of Continues. This is my second favorite.
You missed Horizon last week, or not last week.
No, I saw it years ago.
Oh,
It was okay.
my episode on it.
This wasn't my cup of tea on that one.
That's right. You're in President's Camp, the damn Don Kennan show.
What? No.
I apologize for the interruption, Commander. We are waiting for your captain to arrive. Is everything all right?
He's so pasty,
sir.
this guy.
Our captain and his party have disappeared during transport.
With hair and makeup on.
An outside force
Yeah.
may be involved.
This
You
guy has
mentioned
no
transport.
expression on his face when he says this.
No, sir.
We're waiting for your captain to arrive.
Look at RT.
Is everything all right?
What?
No, sir.
No,
Our
sir.
captain and his party have disappeared during transport. An outside force may be involved.
Like the director told him, no, just stand there with your hands behind your back, looking like an idiot, and just say, "No, sir."
No, sir.
Who is directing this? I can't remember.
The captain, right?
That's John Broadway.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
His name kept popping up in the credits, so I'm assuming so.
Okay.
And that would explain a lot.
You mentioned before the background radiation we detected may have something to do with your new technology. Can you tell us more about it?
Do you believe our technology is the cause of the disappearance?
I believe
Believe
the bad
in magic.
Our scan
And I hope you
detected
do.
radiation at the exact moment it happened. I can only assume the two are related.
You're certain of this?
Everybody is either Tuvok or Data in this. This is pissing me off.
I'd settle for Tuvix.
I want
There you go.
I want to say one slight difference. I'd say the Doctor is more of Bender when he had that from Futurama, when he had that dream and changed his body into a wooden robot. That's more him, except without the personality.
This is awful.
I am.
Now you see why I couldn't get past the teaser.
Please stand by.
Please stand by.
Contact you in a moment.
Yes. I'm in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Please stand by for a PB&J.
Sir, I sense it too. He knows something.
Our operators are standing by.
Go ahead, Mike.
Just call
I've got a pretty good
1-800
sense record of whatever it was that took them. I'm
EAT.
transmitting it to the science station.
It could be yours today.
At least we have something to analyze. I've got it.
You might want to try running it against the background radiation and see if the next.
I know my job, Lieutenant Commander.
Oh!
Ooh, a little bit of personality.
Sorry, Mike.
Sorry.
Running it now.
He snapped at her because he's worried about the captain.
Please don't throw a frying pan at me after we get home from the studio, honey. I'm sorry. I'll deliver my line. And now it's this douchebag again.
So creepy
It
looking.
appears your theory is correct, Mr. Tackett. Apparently, we are the cause of this situation.
I'd appreciate any information you can give us, sir.
As you may have heard, our people have been studying history for quite some time. Our research into our own origins was completed a millennia ago, and we have been concentrating on other cultures as we meet them.
What the heck for?
A breakthrough in research techniques was recently discovered, and we have found a way to put it into practice.
What kind of breakthrough?
Part of me like that.
What you are seeing and hearing is the retreat from Long Island during your American Revolution.
Oh.
filmed in Schenectady, New York.
This is not a recreation, but the actual event as viewed and recorded by our technology.
Wow.
We can witness any moment in history and record and study it.
Incredible.
It's George Washington
We're
crossing
now
the Delaware.
no longer watching a Star Trek fan film. We're watching a museum. We are watching a museum presentation. Music and all. Here, listen to the music. Listen to how this is arranged.
We can witness any moment in history and record and study
You
it.
can't tell me you just have you don't have any vibes of being in a museum right now.
No, I get that feeling, yeah. Especially with how the one guy's delivering the lines. It's very...
Not really.
Well, for me, it's, he said this enough times that, he's got a slight air of authority, but it's still one of those, not enough emotion into it to really bring you in. So it's more
library. Well, Jeff's not going to like to hear that, but it is very library.
Microsoft and Carta.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Although I will
Short
invoke
videos.
Jeff's name. Jeff could read that 10 times better.
Yeah.
Maybe 1,000 times better. In Klingon.
Incredible.
Our intention was to present this technology to the Federation as a gift for historical research. That is why we invited you here.
And the disappearance of our people?
It seems that our technology has had an unforeseen interaction with your transportation
Again with the
device.
bloody fire.
Our lead scientist believes he may be able to assist.
If I could examine your transporter device firsthand, I should be able to determine what happened.
Thank you for your offer. I'd like to discuss this with my chief engineer.
By all means, Commander. Please contact us on this frequency at your convenience.
Mike, did you get that?
Yeah, I'm on my way up.
Check it out. Hut, 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 hut.
So, this is getting interesting. Prescott to Carter.
Carter here.
I'm picking up a large group of humanoids about a kilometer north of our position. Looks like some small buildings as well.
How many humanoids?
Several hundred at least, sir. The way they're clustered.
Commander, you better come see this.
What is it, Commander?
I don't believe it. We're heading back to you, Captain. I think I know where we are. Prescott out.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is incredible, Captain. You were right about the oak tree. I've even found pine, maple, hickory, even some poison ivy.
Thank you, Commander Data. Oh.
She was very excited about the poison ivy. She had to share it with everyone.
I found some oak, hickory, elm, and poison ivy. Great, you've identified more wood than your acting is. Nice.
It would be an amazing coincidence if these evolved independently on a different planet.
What about Hodgkin's law and a theory of parallel planet development? Do you think it applies?
Only to cultural development, as far as I know. I'm hoping it's not the other possibility.
What other possibility could there be? Your mom's house.
Exactly what's going to happen soon.
Crap. His face, he's like, zoom in on this, zoom in on it. Look at me, look serious. Everybody mimic this.
I'm incredibly
Ship's
well
log,
endowed.
Stardate 4847.4. First Officer Tackett reporting. Captain Carter and the landing party have been missing for over 1 hour. Extensive scans of the planet's surface have come up empty.
Meanwhile, on
the
Hawk,
Solonite Council has offered an explanation as well as their assistance.
You are as clumsy as you are
Solonite have
stupid.
new technology that can record images and sounds from the past, and apparently is not limited by
meanwhile, on a
distance.
partial recreation.
I'm not
of the
sure I
grid,
trust them, but without their help, it could take precious time to find our
I
shipmates.
think it looks pretty good.
You see that power spike right when the pattern buffer confirms integrity?
Right there.
That's
you can tell
exactly
it's
when that red stuff grabbed them.
So they could be okay.
Well, their patterns could be okay, but what if they materialized over an ocean? Or in an iceberg?
Is there
Or
any more
in a
data on the
Denny's.
power spike itself?
Only on the damage it did to the transporter. It wasn't much. Almost passive. We've repaired everything I could identify. But you might want to warn the Solonai. That is, if you're actually planning to allow them on board.
What do you mean?
Transporter technology is one of the fringe benefits of membership in the Federation.
Since
It
when?
wouldn't surprise me if the Solonai were trying to use this situation to get it without becoming members.
What if we limit their access? Don't allow them to see too much.
We could try. They don't exactly appear to be lacking in the science department.
Mr. Akiva, hail the Solonite.
Aye, sir.
You better get back to the transporter room. I want security there as well.
Good idea.
On screen, sir.
Have you come to a decision, Commander Tackett?
Yes, you must die.
We'd be happy to accept your help, sir, but you should be aware that we cannot guarantee the safety of the transporter until we can determine the cause of the original accident. I can send a shuttlecraft for Bataris, or you can send one of your own. The decision is yours.
I believe you would call this a conundrum. The longer we wait, the chances of finding your people and rescuing them diminish. The risk is ours, and we accept it.
Terribly written, too.
I am transmitting coordinates for Bataris now. Please bring him aboard at your convenience.
Acknowledged. Stand by. Chief.
I have the coordinates.
How convenient.
Energizing. Stand by. Damn it!
Don't tell me.
You failed.
Did you take another dump on the floor?
Yep. Don't tell me. That's so terrible.
Agent Kyle failed again.
Uh-huh.
How long ago did this happen?
Less than a day. He can't be more than 15.
There are two more over the hill. It looks like they
The
were
bile
covering a
clothes on the
retreat.
ground.
There's a road up there with indications of a large group of people pulling heavy equipment, maybe cannon.
I think this is a rifle, sir.
No.
I think you did.
Sure?
Smooth musket. Manufactured by the British Empire in the 1760s.
Brown
Or the
vest.
Klingons.
Or the Klingons, yeah.
Wasn't aware that you were an expert on ancient firearms.
I'm not, but my grandfather was. Taught Earth history at New Princeton. Had a whole collection of this stuff. Spent many of my summers with him as a kid.
But how is this possible, sir? I don't remember stepping through a time machine.
Neither do I. But something happened during transport.
Phaser's down, sir.
Phaser's down. Unless you want to take a chance altering history. We surrender.
You hear me?
We're friends.
Oh, hey.
Surrender.
We surrender.
Fast! Fast!
Oh, hey.
Well, now, what we got here? Stragglers?
Oh, God. Fake Southern voices.
They're not even in the South.
Nope.
Let's lay here and pretend to fix something.
Cross-check verified, Commander. Right at the moment of buffer integrity.
Except this time we saw the hand in the cookie jar.
You what?
I adjusted the sensors on the pattern buffer in case it happened again.
Good idea.
Move my teleprompter.
Apparently.
And?
Apparently.
I'm not sure, but that red energy has every indication of chronometric activity. The last time it seemed to come out of nowhere.
I'm guessing your new sensor logs will tell a different story?
Volumes. I need to go over the data, but I've got a hunch that carrier wave is going to lead us back to the Solaris time device.
Acting choices are just terrible.
It's like they're not even in the
Doesn't make
same
any
room.
sense. Why would they endanger one of their own people?
The lighting is completely different. Yeah, it's terrible. And it's one camera set up in like a small room.
Well, they are on a strict budget, so they probably only got one camera, maybe.
No. I mean that this interaction probably took place days apart.
Yeah. Right.
Like single person photography in literally. Yeah. The editing is even really bad on this too. I mean, even with a tight budget, I've done better for nothing on Adobe Premiere.
Maybe Bataris isn't in danger, and neither is Jack.
Notice how she's looking.
I hope you're right. I'll run this through the library computer.
That's post-production. 100.
Chief, try another scan of the chamber. Adjust for chronometric particles.
Did he just put the rubber duck in there?
Aye.
Yep. Now the speed radar.
Why did you attack us? We're not your enemy.
Saw you through the woods. Thought he was a redcoat. Those supposed to be uniforms.
Redcoat? You mean
That's
British?
supposed to be acting?
We're not British. Do you see any weapons?
I see one. I think it belonged to Billy.
We just found him a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh. Hey, what's she doing over there?
You go.
Dying, obviously.
He's losing a lot of blood.
Got him in the
What
belly.
is he doing over there? Dying,
The hell he is. Captain, the bullet has done plenty of damage, but I can stabilize him. He won't last long in this cold.
We got to get him in the shelter and light. She's a doctor.
One of the best.
And you're a captain. Where is your regiment?
A long way off. We got separated a few days ago. As a matter of fact, we're lost.
Come with us.
We are men in tights.
Manly men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Manly men.
Rolling around the forest looking for fights.
Good movie.
Love that movie. Now, those jackets do remind me of First Contact uniforms.
You haven't seen The Last of Us. You've seen The Last of Us. Being that close to a horse's wiener, I'd be more worried about getting pissed on. Oh, copyright infringement with scenes from The Patriot. And now people who look nothing like those people that we just got copyright infringement from. Into somebody's garage. Built for materials that won't be around for another 100 years. Nice. That was a terrible mix. Awful cutting.
Yeah, it was a bad translation.
Thank you, Ensign. On screen.
Commander, I have good news. We know what happened to your people and our missing scientist.
That's my dryer going out the
We will
window.
know soon. Bataris took
Yeah.
a device with him that will allow us to bring them all back.
It is laundry
I
day.
have much information to share. Can you come down here so we may discuss
That is why I do not have anything creative to wear.
I understand your concerns.
My mother picked it
But
up.
we have powered down our device
All I have
so
left.
it will not interfere with your transport.
Yes.
Stand by.
And we've turned
You
into
can't
a
actually be
kung fu movie.
considering going down there.
Well, the background radiation has almost disappeared.
And we've officially turned into a kung fu movie.
Huh?
Timing is off. You know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn you!
timing's been
Want to
off,
fight?
too.
Yeah. But now we're here. Damn you! You want to fight? Fight me! Damn you!
Ah!
Damn you!
I'm guessing the residuals from the gas giant.
You're guessing? RT, they've tricked us twice already.
Look, Mike, this is a diplomatic mission. They've admitted their complicity in this thing, and they may have a way to bring back the captain. My gut feeling tells me they're trying to help. Ensign.
Aye, sir.
What if it isn't their device, but the radiation from Solon?
Then I trust that you and Chief Galway can see me through this, Mr. Smithfield.
On screen, sir.
The chief that screwed up twice already?
Commander, I have once again transmitted
No, he
our
didn't
coordinates.
screw it up.
I promise there will be no interference.
If my chief engineer will allow it, I'll join you in your council chamber shortly. Farragut out.
She has no choice.
Warning received. Sir.
Well, somebody's going to be
it's not
sleeping on the
2020 yet.
couch
You can
tonight.
call me sir.
Well, I guess I'm in the catbird seat now.
It's not crunch time yet, Mr. Kim.
I'll let you know when.
At ease, Ensign. Condition Amber.
Kim, how do you
Hi,
before you
sir.
brain something?
Anybody get the idea of that transport?
You just close your eyes and get
Doctor, maybe you can give me something else to feel better. You are a doctor after all. You see it all.
Condition Amber. Basically, the situation isn't under control, but there's nothing he can do about it.
That about covers it.
Speaking of our situation, sir, where in Pennsylvania do you believe we are?
You mean when? The general's aide mentioned a skirmish on the other side of the river.
So Pennsylvania is
The
hell.
general stated that
Valley
General
Forge?
Powell wasn't pursuing.
I think it's early in the war. As I remember, the Colonials didn't get off to a very good start. There's something about the river that plays a major event in history.
You're so handsome.
Historical fact, George Washington was 17 years old when he crossed the Delaware. Not 45.
I trust you slept well, Captain.
He was 17.
We slept very well. Thank you.
General Washington was 17.
Yeah.
I don't have that particular luxury right now.
He wasn't that old.
May I ask you a few questions?
If you came to observe the Continental Army, I'm afraid you may have traveled a great distance for nothing. There won't be any army in a few weeks.
But, General, you said the British weren't advancing.
They don't have to move a muscle. Most of these boys joined the Army after the success in Boston. Now, the thrill is worn off. They are cold, beaten, and tired. At the end of the month, their enlistments will run out, and they will simply pack up and go home. I wish that I could do the same.
But your cause, independence.
We actually thought that we could defeat, train,
You actually think I believe that bull crap?
I just
want to kill British people.
Give them that. And we can certainly outrun them in our own backyard. But it is another thing when every day brings a new disaster.
George Washington's most famous command was, "All right, man, let's kill some people." I believe that was Tropic Thunder.
We thought we had outrun them and could regroup. And then
It's
Strange
party
people start
time.
showing up.
I realize that we appear strange, but please don't think that we're here to interfere in any way.
Tell that to the devil, Captain. He'll be joining us shortly.
The devil?
The Jersey Devil. I saw him with my own eyes. Excellent. Must we bring him in here?
He's not the only one who's scared out of his wits, Captain.
It's a good hockey team.
Half my army spent the night on their knees praying. They say he appeared in a plume of fire. What next?
The plume of Agasoria.
Excuse me, sir. Yes, Doctor, what is it?
Did he say devil?
The Jersey Devil. New Jersey.
Yeah.
I remember. The Delaware.
Pardon me, sir, but I remember the Alamo. So what?
The Delaware River.
There's no
Crossing
basement in the
Delaware
Alamo.
River. Surprise attack on Trenton. Turns everything around.
You fools.
My
The
folks
Alamo
never
was in
helped
World War
us with my
II.
history homework, so I'm a little big on
This
this.
is a basement in the Alamo.
I do remember the painting, though.
On Christmas night in 1776. Right. A few months after the Declaration of Independence. The Army
Right,
lost several
yeah, of
battles.
course.
It was barely hanging on. Washington.
How did I forget?
Tried a surprise attack on a group of Sherman mercenaries.
Hessians. I'm
Yeah, Hessians.
We must let George Washington pose for that painting in the river. If
I
we
wish you would say
interfere,
it like that. I wish.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would pay money right now to hear him talk like that.
I guess Germans were called Hessians back then.
we must allow them to pose in the river. Yes, or we will. Hang on. Change history.
Assume they were or will be successful.
They took a battalion to Trenton with only a few minor casualties. With a much-needed victory and fresh supplies, galvanized the revolutionary cause.
Yeah, Trenton,
Re-enlistment surged, and they continued fighting.
Properly say blood a jar. Hold on. Nah, I get more. That was weak. 2 points out of 10.
For another 5 years.
All because that man, standing by the fire, came up with a brilliant plan and was able to convince his commanders and generals.
Beautiful man.
To take
He's a
leap of
beautiful man.
faith.
Take a leap with me, boys.
He's beaten, sir. And it looks like our untimely arrival was the last straw.
He's dead, Jim.
It's almost like they're like super fans, and they're convinced their girlfriends to act in this. They don't want to be doing it, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
I have to.
Right. That's what it seems like. Yeah. Okay, fine.
People that'll be on the TV watching Star Trek.
I'll do this for you, but you gotta take me to Bath and Body Works tomorrow.
Oh, we're in the kitchen. Hey.
And don't you even in your life think about sex again, because you ain't getting none from me.
Commander Tackett, thank you for coming.
This is Farragut.
Thank
Go
you
ahead, sir.
for coming.
Transport without incident. Tack it out.
Hey now.
I have studied your Earth all my adult life and have
Why?
always marveled at your ability to put personal risk aside. You are giving me the benefit of the doubt?
I didn't have much choice. You said something about a way to get him back?
Yes. Bataris took a tracking device with him and left behind detailed instructions on how to retrieve them all.
But I must warn you, he is going up against our chosen one, who is also going back in time to retrieve the golden dragon dagger, and will bring it back to restore the dynasty to power. If you want to fight, fight me!
With a copy for you. Apparently, he had all this
Thanks.
planned out some time ago.
How did he? Never mind.
Oh, it's an Apple II.
I thought as much. This rescue plan depends on our transporters.
It does. We have analyzed the system requirements and
blue
verified
gone.
his calculations.
He's breathing. Yeah, his blue's gone.
First officer's log, stardate 4847.6.
I knew
You
I
can
left
tell
it
he's
there.
reading a card from behind him.
Captain's log. I knew I left it there in the corner after I got drunk. No wonder why it stinks in my quarters.
With the help of the Solani, we are ready to attempt retrieval of the landing party and the scientist Bataris. I am officially noting Chief Engineer Smithfield's objections to linking the Farragut's transporter system to the Protelis device. She is understandably concerned about the unstable nature of the device and its power source. I am also concerned, but do not see any alternative.
Deeply concerned. Deeply concerned.
We're ready here.
Stand by. The power link has
All
been
right,
activated and is holding steady.
The doctor comes on Wednesdays.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know it. You do it.
Yeah.
Today is today. Logic dictates that you are not who you claim to be.
Mr. Barkley's visits are erratic.
You're an imposter.
Undar.
Excellent. Send the signal.
The Lorelei thing.
What's wrong, Matt? It moved. I felt it.
Why is he red?
Forget the timing is off, so they're reacting to stuff and sounds are coming out.
What moved? The bag? The devil's music box. The thing shook like a bee's nest.
Oh no.
What is it?
Our means of escape from this place.
When the heck did he get there?
Why is he red?
Really should have your face looked after.
Rich.
You okay?
Yes, thank you.
What is the status of the device?
Checking. Tag it to Farragut.
One moment, sir. I have the commander, ma'am.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to him. Just a sec. Try her now, Helm.
Still nothing.
The delay on this is even worse.
Is it
Like
on
this.
your end? Well, this is the way it is.
It's the way it is. It's like
No, I saw this on the parts, several parts on the Starship Farragut channel, and it wasn't this bad.
and we still have another 20 minutes of this crap.
Wait. That's doing it. She's holding.
Deflectors, full intensity.
Now that we've stabilized our orbit, what can I do for you, Commander?
How bad is it?
We're still getting damage reports.
Damage
But
report,
similar
all
power
sections.
transforms are going. Some kind of massive
Yeah.
feedback blew most of the other systems.
You're upset.
You're damn right I am. Worst thing is, it was
Ooh,
for nothing.
ooh.
The only thing we beamed back was a fried piece of equipment.
The tracking device.
Bitch.
It was damaged. It could have caused the chronometric feedback.
Bitch.
We'll have to try again.
That's not possible.
We'll never get
Tracking
them back
device
now.
was the only way to lock onto it.
Can we repair it and send it back?
There's no time. The device has been severely damaged. The transdimensional doorway will only remain open in this area of space-time for another hour at the most.
Well, here's a way to fix that. Go to Earth, scan for it, even if you have to collect it like in pieces like a Dragon Ball, reassemble it, bring it back to that planet, put it back together, and try again. This is time travel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no time for it. Well, there is when you use your time travel.
Yep.
Is it the Starbucks logo on his chest?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Well, he's on his coffee break.
Or he's a barista.
Everybody was.
We have no way of knowing when or where it can be accessed again.
The 7th access point. Now I understand. How soon can you bring me up?
I don't know yet. Do you want me to make the transporter repair a priority?
Yes. We may have another option.
Yes.
Call me when
Yes.
you have a repair estimate.
Yes.
Check it out.
Pass.
What do you have in mind?
It's a
Please send me
pass.
your Solnet converter.
Mikey, the game was last week. Pass.
Yes, I said yes.
So that's it? We're here to stay?
I'm afraid so, Captain. This was not part of my plan.
As a scientist myself, I have found that things in the field are very different than in the lab.
But I had it all worked out for over a year. I was supposed
Step
to
on your
arrive
line.
moments after you did. with
Don't
no
care
one
when
close
you
by,
stop talking. I'm
so
just
I
going to
could
start
explain
talking.
everything to you and show you firsthand how important this is for research.
What's wrong?
His physiology is incompatible with this environment, Captain.
Yes, Captain, we have to take you where the food is! The zombie saying, Captain.
I can make him more comfortable, but every microbe in this
What I'm
room
waiting
is
for him to
assaulting
do,
his
like,
respiratory system.
take me to where the food is!
Consider I will not survive. I know, Doctor. There's nothing you can do.
You said it was damaged. Can it be repaired if we can find it?
It was housed in the tracking device, Mr. Prescott. Not very wise on my part.
Need to spell out.
Spell down.
Captain, if we can't get back, what do we do?
Is it time to
Well,
resort to cannibalism?
There's plenty of wilderness. I suppose we could take a long walk. Just stay out of everyone's way.
What about the damage already done? I don't think we'll be leaving these people in the same condition we found them.
If we can convince them that Bataris isn't the Jersey Devil, that might help morale.
You gotta do.
Well, this devil won't.
Speaking of breaking the Prime Directive, this rapes the Prime Directive. They're having this conversation in full view of somebody that's native to this time. And
right.
They don't understand what he's talking about.
This is no bloody holodeck. This dude's watching this alien turn
I
red.
know, but
and
he ain't educated. He don't know what you talking about.
But Jay, he's wearing glasses, so obviously he must be smart.
Well, no, see, Benjamin Franklin, he created bifocals.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like to fly kites too.
Won't live long.
Some thunderstorms.
I suppose I could come up with some disease that would explain his red skin, but we can't let him get injured or cut. Bright orange blood won't look very good.
It was his arrival that frightened them. How could we explain the red energy?
There's a river nearby. What about swamp gas?
You're kidding, right?
Actually,
Swamp ass.
Go ahead, Hayes.
if we could collect some river water, we could use Doc Holly's med kit to extract enough hydrogen for a decent flare. With some cadmium that we can extract from some of the local rocks, we could give it a red color. They may not know it isn't swamp gas, but seeing is believing. Sir?
Somebody's being proactive.
Looks like we got a plan.
What about the surprise attack?
Oh, I'm surprised the
Nothing at a
black
time.
guy actually got something to
One thing
say.
at a time.
Should have been Steve Harvey.
Got it, sir. We can transmit as soon as the link is established.
Good. Mike, what's your status?
Almost ready.
How soon?
As soon as I have to restore shielding to the auxiliary systems before we can link up again.
Michael. Another
Saved
Mike.
our butts the last time, and I won't risk
You're
another.
right, Mike.
Yeah. Mikey, know it all.
Mike, he likes it.
Mikey Spock.
He likes it.
How can you be sure this will work, Commander? You haven't had much time to analyze the Protellus device or our power.
I cannot be sure.
They're completely new to me, Alandar. but they operate on recognizable principles. The device interacts directly with the space-time continuum. Our warp drive and subspace radio do the same.
Normally, we only use 6 access points in our equations.
The 7th is created when the doorway is opened. Because it is outside our universe, its properties are constantly changing. The Proteus device predicts those changes based upon its last set of quantum variables, but the device is no longer functioning.
Its memory circuits are still intact. I've access to quantum subroutines and... Excuse me. Tack it here.
Maybe we can get the parts at radio.
The library computer has control of the target coordinates.
Good. Let's go ahead and test it. Transmit the signal.
I must speak with General Washington.
He'll be coming soon enough.
It's urgent. Send someone now. Look at him. Can't you see he's dying?
It's a trick.
He's ill. He's not from this part of the world.
He's ill.
I'd say so.
And is a member of our delegation. Do you really want to be responsible for an international incident?
Runner!
Fetch the general.
Yes, sir.
He actually managed to look smoke there for a moment.
Your tricorder.
Didn't know it could do that.
You have a pocket pager. Are you a doctor?
Sorry, Doctor. If it doesn't set the stunner kill, I haven't memorized.
These are similar to the stones we have in Afghanistan. I've seen the red flame many times when the weather conditions are just right.
I'm not a man of science myself, Captain. Just a simple farmer. However, I can believe in exploding gas more readily than a fallen angel.
I cannot tell a lie.
It can happen now.
I don't mean
Not in
lie,
this light,
but you could exaggerate.
and there will need to be more moisture in the air.
Exaggerate.
If I were able to demonstrate this in front of some of your men,
Exaggerate.
do you think they would stop working?
You've done it before. Can't you remember? The hell I can't.
Worrying about the devil?
Perhaps. But it would take an awful lot more to get them to stop worrying about the British.
Is that Trenton?
Just a farmhouse, I think. Trenton is further downriver.
I wish it were closer. Your hospitality has been most kind after the misunderstanding with Caleb and his scouts. But I could sure use a comfortable hotel with a well-stocked saloon.
Saloon?
A tavern.
The town has been the unfortunate host of over 1,000 Hessian soldiers. I expect that they have depleted most of Trenton's saloons.
We passed by there a few days ago. I heard there weren't as many as 1,000. Besides, won't they keep a reserve for their Christmas celebrations?
Christmas? That won't be for another... Is it that late in December? I haven't taken Congress for supplies or money.
Someone get me the date.
Seem to have lost track of the date.
It's Tuesday.
Supplies? I heard that German soldiers were handing out extra blankets.
Judging by the pollution content of the atmosphere, I believe we have arrived at the latter half of the 20th century. Well done. Gage cooking.
Are you coming, Captain? do I have to send Caleb and his men after you again?
I'm right behind you, sir.
Oh my.
Captain?
Well, he actually gave him the idea.
He died just after you left. They moved him out here. I wouldn't be surprised if they planned to burn the body.
You did your best,
Well,
Doc.
then burn it.
An
alien.
This
When will
monotone.
RT try to bring
Don't
us
forget
back?
the barbecue sauce.
Can't give us an exact time. Something about time distortion. You'll see
Barbecue.
we're activating.
Were you able to collect enough hydrogen?
Yes, sir. It's compressed in this.
Swamp gas.
Did you find the rock?
Compressed in my.
How long to extract the cadmium?
Just a few minutes, sir. We'll need something to trigger a spark.
My name is Mike Hawk.
Got it covered.
Captain Mike Hawk.
I heard he had died.
My name Hawk.
I wanted to see it for myself.
Spencer.
All of God's creatures have a limited lifespan, young man, and are deserving of respect.
Amen. The general was meeting with his commanders. He told me to tell you to go ahead with your demonstration.
The atmospheric conditions are almost right. We must also leave. Our ship will soon sail, and we want to go home.
The general has decided that he will not betray us to the British. He is usually a good judge of character. You are free to leave.
Mr. Hayes?
I'm confused. Your army allows servants to wear uniforms?
I am a soldier.
Who are you
and
calling a
officer,
servant, motherfucker?
Not a servant. Where I come from, that is not unusual.
Historically inaccurate as the rebel army also had. The rebels being these guys. They also had black people serving. So
yeah.
You allow. I'm confused. What are you confused about? Get over yourself.
Good question.
You'll soon find out.
My apologies.
Yep.
Let's do this. Time is of the essence. Gentlemen.
What?
Your Jersey Devil is dead. I submit to you, he was not the devil at all, but a man. A man from another land that died of a fever. Now, I realize he gave you quite a start when you saw him, and I can understand why you thought it was a supernatural event. But I can prove that what you saw was a result of a very natural series of coincidences.
I caught most of that, but you're going to have to speak a little plainer for my men here.
He appeared out of nowhere from the depths of hell.
I saw the flame.
What you saw was this.
Reminds me of a little kid in the crowd saying, "I saw it too, Daddy. I saw it too. You too. I need to go potty."
Look at you.
I went boom boom.
I got a boom boom.
Bam, 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 bam.
See that patch of fog up there?
No.
Look at John's comment.
I don't see anything.
A woman would be more out of place,
Wait.
out of ordinary for that time
I think I
period.
see it. Yeah, I see it. Barely.
It's gas. Like when you
Gas.
go to a battlefield on a summer night. In my country, the magicians that perform tricks for entertainment. They use this gas to fool people into believing they can appear or disappear.
How? By igniting the gas with a spark from a special rock, like this.
Honestly, I like how that guy says gas. I don't know why. It's just.
He says
Yeah.
gas. Gas. Dun, dun, dun.
This man must have been walking in the gas without knowing it, and stepped on some of those rocks, causing a spark. He was as surprised as you were.
Yes,
Over there. See it? Next to that stump. Stump over there.
Yeah, I see it. Let's go.
Good work. You two should take your act on the road.
Sir, signal for Commander Tackett. 10 seconds to transport.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, just leave the body there. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
How are they going to take it with them?
Yeah. George Washington is the best actor so far.
The only one there.
Like, oh crap.
Well, wooden teeth.
My 6 million slave. Everybody still has a hat.
It's all right, sir. It was all just a trick.
I know.
No tricks.
I saw
Kirk.
them leave. Should we follow them? No. Let's put all this behind us and deal with the matter at hand. Report to Colonel Glover. Put your boating skills to good use. Yes, sir.
Captain, it's good to see you.
It's like a plumber.
Thanks for bringing us back, Mike. I look forward to hearing how you did it, but later. Send me back down.
Me too.
The body as well?
Yes.
No, keep the body. I mean, why would it go back to its people?
Barbecue it. Point taken, John. Point taken. And true.
Jack. We're all one piece.
Off.
Thanks to you, RT.
Not all.
Thanks.
No, sir.
I missed you.
Not all. His environmental compensator was damaged.
He paid a
Time
terrible price for
stabilizer
his actions.
damaged.
Captain, I apologize sincerely for what has happened.
I'm stuck
It was
in
not our
time.
intention to put you through this ordeal.
The rest of us are all right now. But I think we left behind an awful lot of questions.
What has changed?
Yes. What's different? Everything looked normal when we got back on the ship.
We were only there for a moment.
Nothing's changed from my perspective. You two are just as I remember. Could use a shower, though.
Well, hey, somebody get their iPod from
Nothing has
that
changed,
nice
Captain.
company Orange.
How is that possible? We caused quite a disturbance back there. And Washington saw...
Washington? Washington? The Washington?
Yes.
No, Jimmy
The
Washington.
He's amazing and tall.
Georgie.
But he saw us leave.
The sweat hogs.
Transport out. Probably more. I'm not sure.
He knows, but
All
the
right.
rubber hose.
So
He did.
So you're talking about 23rd century interstellar politics in front of these people. Now you're crapping your pants because George Washington saw you beam out. At what point do these plot holes?
He wouldn't understand what he saw.
Well, apparently that alien guy has been studying human history for all his life, according to his earlier comment. So
You're fixing to find out what he actually studied.
He had to have changed
John Broughton's mother.
Changed history.
Not our history.
What do you mean? Attar said something similar.
The Protellus device allows us to observe events from the past and future through a dimensional doorway, a window into another universe. To look backward into our own universe would be impossible because disruption of even the tiniest particle would change our time continuum and nullify the present.
Instead, another present is created in another universe.
Another universe? A parallel universe?
Not parallel, Captain.
Something
Alternate is more
parallel.
So you see, you could have done whatever you like and not.
Jim, why the hell do we always call something that we don't understand a thing?
Because it's such a good descriptor.
Here. Who do you think you are?
Captain,
What gives you the right to interfere?
but there is no interference in
Fight.
our universe.
But what about theirs? It's different now. Changed. You've taken away their future and sent them down a different path. Even if we were able to get away with minimal impact, they're still thinking differently. They have memories of people that don't belong there.
Who's to say you weren't supposed to be there? Your journey is now part of our history.
Our most important law is non-interference.
Yes, your prime directive.
It is the only way we can explore the galaxy without damaging what we seek. Other cultures that will naturally become what they are capable of.
Only those that have reached the level of interstellar travel and communication are contacted by the Federation.
Your device cannot be used. Not by us. It shouldn't be used by your people either. What if another Batarus comes along and wants to do more than just ask
Another
questions?
But it is only a tool for research.
Your research can cause great harm to any and all cultures you observe. The Federation may consider that a threat.
A threat? You would attack us? We are a peaceful people.
Those aren't my orders, but that could change.
I assure you, Captain, the device will not be repaired. We will consider the ramifications of our research.
Thank you, Alandar. We would be glad to foster new friendship with the Solonite. Perhaps in time, the Federation will be willing to help Solon Prime with raw materials. Batarus, explain your situation.
Thank you, Captain. We have not misjudged you.
Okay, so the Prime Directive says they
Order,
can't
Farragut.
interfere with,
Beam us up.
Civilizations that haven't, gotten space travel yet. Does the Prime Directive say, but civilizations we've already contacted, we can boss them around and tell them they can't continue their science? Is that what this guy is saying?
Omega.
And yeah, John, he probably did.
No, John, this isn't Discovery, so I don't think that's going to happen here.
I'll play it some more, Tokyo.
Can you get that thing out of me, Doctor? I'm not talking about the bullet. Get your
All
finger
right,
out of
son.
there.
You're fit as a fiddle. No sign of infection.
Fit
I'd like to
as
report
a
for duty.
fiddle.
You've earned a few days of leave, Michaels.
We all could use some R&R.
Mikey Spock.
Helm,
Aye, sir.
set a course for Argelius. Port Factor 3.
Aye, sir.
Argelius? Really?
Gentlemen,
Watch out.
I know this little place in the southern part of the city.
I go drinking.
Dad, it might soften the blow.
Of what?
Watch out.
My damage report.
The price of a successful rescue. Okay, first round's on me.
Save your credits, RT. I'm sending you the repair bill. You don't drink?
No, but I do eat. How's the food there, Captain?
You like spicy?
You know, you're the one who pushed the button.
So?
You're paying half.
Going Dutch on the bill.
Oh, there's a little bit more.
The past. It is in the past. And yet my thoughts keep
Past.
wandering back to those strange days
Past.
before the attack.
Fast.
We took the Hessians without a single death on our side of the battle, and then another success a week later at Princeton. Until the strangers arrived, I had not been a religious man, nor had I ever kept a journal. But no one else saw the way they left, and the new victories quickly buried the memory of their short stay. The tale of the Jersey Devil is fading into legend. Now the battles are over and we have our independence. Debates rage on new and old methods of government. A new nation has sprung forth on this world, and yet I cannot help but wonder if we weren't meant for something greater.
Dun, 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 dun.
Terran Empire.
Oh, is that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
They were in a parallel universe, a mirror universe.
Or they started it by their president. Oh, interesting.
They weren't supposed to win. The other side was supposed to win, and they probably would have been peaceful. But
okay,
we are murderous here in America.
Yeah, I get it now. All right, we're the bad guy.
Yeah,
non-canon.
The damn non-canon film.
I mean, you could see that these guys, or some of them, maybe not the girlfriends, but they have a love of Star Trek. This was all volunteer, obviously. So I respect it. We're nitpicking, but they put a lot of love and a lot of hours into this project to make it work. And again, it's hard to compare it to some of the others, but that have come after it. But it's interesting. It was good. Except for the acting.
The technicals took me out of it.
Yeah.
I'd say it's bad, but in a very good way. There's a lot of genuineness to it. So
I loved it. It's one of my favorite of the series.
It can't be bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the technical delivery took me out of it like no tomorrow.
I can understand the acting and some of the editing and stuff, but I'm not a producer or editor or any expert on filming, so I don't see what y'all see, and I just see a good Star Trek fan film, and it's better than the others. It's right up there with Continues.
I mean, Continues, I think, is so much. It's so much.
It's a lot better.
Continues
is a lot better.
The production.
I respectfully disagree with Jay. Star Trek Continues it's not up there with Continues at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's a totally different league.
I said it's near Continues.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No. This particular episode was just bad.
Not to me.
John, this was it, if I'm not mistaken.
This is where, yeah.
This is it. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you just watched it.
Yeah. Yeah. This was the beginning of the Terran Empire.
Well, I'm a little proud it started with George then.
The United Empire of America. After all the wars we fought, we've invaded Canada and Mexico and took on the world.
Brought the world order.
You lose. Perfect.
Perfect.
Dude got knocked out by 2 cards. Gambit took him out.
Perfect.
You lose. Perfect.
You lose. Oh, man.
All right. So, some house cleaning and then we're going to go ahead and sign out for this week. We will be back next week at our usual time, which will be Sunday night at 7:30 p.m., 9:30 a.m. Monday, Japan Standard Time. There will be no town hall tomorrow because I will be out of town in the morning. So let's go around and get some final words on whatever in the hell we just saw. We'll start with Jay.
I love that. So it's like I said, I'm not an expert on filmmaking or anything, so I just don't understand what y'all see bad about it. It's a fan film. It's not a professional film crew or anything. This is fans doing it. So
yeah,
I think this is one of the best fan films that I've seen. With the next would be the number one fan film, of course, would be Star Trek Continues. My second one would be this one. Then the third would be, I would say, either Exeter or the one with Crowley.
Phase 2.
Phase 2.
Brad Wolf.
Okay, well, honestly, I did enjoy it. Yes, there was plenty to nitpick, and as Jay said, they're not professionals, but there was plenty of genuineness to to the whole thing. So while it was bad in a very good way. So I give them plenty of credit. It was enjoyable.
Thank you very much. And Omni.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Continues raise the bar so high that it's very hard to reach it with any of these other fan films. I see the passion from the people that did this. I respect it. This is volunteer. They're not getting paid for this. They donated their time. Somebody donated their time to make the costumes. Another guy donated his time to do the video, editing, the audio. There was looping going on. I respect it. I do. But it's, if you're not a real fan of Star Trek, if you just introduce this to someone that never watched it before, it's hard to watch. I mean, it's a fan production, so it's difficult. But they really tried hard, and I give them credit for that. But yeah, it was interesting. I thought this was fun.
It was great 15 years ago when it premiered. I really enjoyed it back then.
Oh, and the graphics weren't bad. The exterior shots of the ship weren't bad.
They weren't bad at all.
No.
That's in the time, but as time goes on and fan films got incredibly better in quality, and actual Star Trek damned canon stuff got worse in quality. Even so, now 15 years after the fact, this was hard to watch for me, and it put me to sleep. I'm not knocking the love that they have for this project back then, but I am, now that we are spoiled for content and we have a lot of content we can choose from, it's hard to give this a fair shake anymore, because back then it wasn't the only one out there, but the choices were very, very few and far between, because you had it was still Star Trek New Voyages back then. You had Starship Exeter, which dropped off the face of the earth like maybe 2 or 3 years before this one came out. And that's it. Oh, Hidden Frontier and all the green screen Star Trek stuff. You didn't have much of anything else back then. That was it. Now we're spoiled for choice. And with being spoiled for choice comes with different quality of production. And coming off of Star Trek Horizon, which in my opinion was one of the best fan films out there, period, end of discussion. And Star Trek Continues being the best homage fan film series out there. This was the technical stuff. Yeah, there were volunteers, but Bobby Kraft did the same thing with the green screen. And the production quality on that was far superior to anything else, and that was the first project. My end judgment is that this was good for when it came out, but it did not stand the test of time at all. And that's where I stand on this. Next time I do a Tokyo Gaijin Versus, I would like to do Pacific 201 from E.C. Henry. What do you guys think?
I never heard of it. What is that?
It's post-Enterprise. It's really good. Well, I'll save that for you. I'll save my final judgment on that for the next episode.
Okay.
And I'll send you the links in Discord, so if you guys want to check it out.
What about one of the Tim Russ ones?
I couldn't sit through that even to make fun of it.
I mean, at least there's familiar faces in those. You know,
yeah,
I mean,
but there's Star Trek Discovery quality bad.
I don't say it's much worse than this. Come on, really? I mean, you think? I don't think it's order of magnitude less.
Monumentally worse than this. This was
Really?
burning hot garbage. If this is burning hot garbage, I don't even want to know what. No. Tim Russ's stuff sets fire to Staten Island, which is a borough made of burning hot garbage.
I don't know. I mean, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna maybe take an opposing side on that one. I think they did something with that. What was it? It was Renegades, and what was the other one? Of Gods and Men. Which one was it? The one with Chekhov?
Yeah, I've got them. Well, they both had Chekhov in it.
Chekhov, yeah.
They did a second Renegades, but it was called something else. I didn't get to see it, but I saw the first Renegades. I liked it, but the second one I've never seen.
I have. It's bad. It's as bad as you think it is, and it's Star Trek. But what they tried to do was they tried to remove all of the Star Trek references.
Well, they had to because of the lawsuit, and they were also told by CBS Paramount to discontinue their Star Trek stuff with it, and they had to totally change the script and everything.
They had to because they were Paramount was threatening to violate them with.
Yeah, because they had gotten a lot of money too for that first Renegades, and they were fixing to get shut down like what's his name?
Yeah. Well, I think we should do a good one before we do a bad one. So I'll send you guys the link for Pacific 201, and then we'll do a God's Man.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
All right, so that'll be the next installment. Will be Pacific 201. Pacific 201 is in 2 parts. I'll get you guys the links in the regular chat here. You guys can do. The thing there, and then we'll watch it. Oh, where the crap happened to my prompt? Really, really good stuff. Part 1, copy link address. It's in 2 parts. Really good.
What's it called? Pacific 201?
Yep, Pacific 201. There's a link in the public chat. Folks, if you want to check it out too, I highly recommend it. And then we're going to lambast it the next time we do a Tokyo Gaijin Versus. But I think that's going to be it, folks. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark, and I'm going to go ahead and call it here because there's a lot of personal stuff that's got to go on behind the scenes here in the Tokyo Gaijin universe. And that's going to be it. Guys, do you have anything you want to plug?
Just JEOPNERDY.
John, go ahead and please drop your link in the chat for JEOPNERDY. This time next week, JEOPNERDY will be back with me as reigning champion, but probably not for long if Jay and Omnicast play and take my head.
You're on a run, man. You're in the
Yeah.
zone. You're in the zone.
Not for long. Not for long.
I've been forcing myself to watch the original series this whole week.
Yeah, but now watch. You won't have a single original series question.
That's all right. I'm still boning up on it. It's like there's certain episodes that you love to rewatch, and I'm forcing myself to watch the other ones, the ones I hate to rewatch. You know, I'm doing it. I'm just forcing myself to sit through them. And
TNG, I'm toast.
No,
Versus
see,
you,
no, TNG, DS9, Voyager. I can recite every word basically from memory. It's TOS. I have to bone up on. Obviously, the animated series. Nobody seems to have a grasp on that one, except John and maybe a few others. But
I watched the TNG, one of the first season episodes, the one where they were on that planet that the people had built the weapon system, whatever, and it destroyed them, and now the Enterprise is caught in it.
The Arsenal of Freedom.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking back and I'm like, yeah, just taking this episode by itself, not a good episode, but thank God it got better. Yeah, and then
the B story was cool with LaForge, though, wasn't it? When he took command and took the ship out, and I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
part of the
that was
episode.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. But it's like, the Commander Riker's been put in a force field.
He just stands there. Yeah.
On that note, folks, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you all for joining. If you're watching us on the replay, thank you for sticking it with us for the last 2 hours as we watched Starship Farragut. What were your thoughts on Starship Farragut? What were your thoughts on this broadcast? Leave your comments down below on both YouTube and Rumble. Don't forget to like this video, give us all a thumbs up, and subscribe to the Tokyo Gaijin channel if you want to see more. That's going to do it for me. On behalf of Brother Jay, Brad Wolf, Omnicast, John DeMarco in the chat, along with Janet from Another Planet, who came in to see us, but was not able to come and watch us for right now. Thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again on the next Chaotic Town Hall.
A presentation of the Tokyo